to the podcast Promo Rumble Free pre-show. I am, of course, Dazzy Dangerously, along with the Butcher, Mike Larkin, and our very special guests this week. They are Emir and Mugzy. Let's talk NXT first, because Takeover Philly is tonight, kicking off Rumble weekend. And as we know, NXT likes to set the benchmark for WWE. So as we now know, we would get Velveteen Dream versus Cassius Ohno likely to kick off the show. I know Velveteen Dream is Butcher's boy.
Fuck you know. It's my boy. I don't know. I like to think that everything they're doing with Velveteen it's all positive. There's nothing negative in it. You know, he's the guy he's creating a movement. He shifted the balance in the way that I look at. You know what I mean? His whole gimmick for me is just, you know exactly how I feel about it.
Oh yeah,
it's perfection. And I mean, I don't normally say this, but my God, the guy looks good. You know, I mean, we go back to that famous. He took his pants off and he revealed them amazing tights.
Yes.
You know, but you know, when we look at, obviously he's come off that fabulous match with Gargano.
Yeah,
fabulous. The guy's got tools. He can go. He's definitely world championship material in my eyes. He carries himself so well. But when you look, I mean, they're putting him against someone like Ohno. I think this is just a way to further him. Do you know what I mean? Ohno's stiff. Ohno's going to test him hands down, you know? I like to think Cassius Ohno's never going to be a world. He's never going to be a world champion. I think that's past him, if I'm honest. Ohno's now one of them guys like Jericho where he gives. You know? He gives back to the business. And this with Velveteen is just gonna. I can't wait, to be honest with you. I'm really excited for it, to be honest, because I think this could honestly, apart from one other match, could be probably match of the night.
possibility.
You know.
Well, Velveteen had match of the night at the last Takeover, and
definitely.
Emir, Mugzy, you guys fans of Velveteen Dream?
Honestly,
Yeah.
man, like when it comes out, I know that he's a big influence of Prince, man. Like you got that, purple coming out. He's walking in the purple rain, man. Like he's not as pretty as Prince, man. Like that guy was delicious, man. But like, I don't know, like I love gimmicks, man. Like because I came from the whole era of the whole gimmicks and everything, and I think we need that more back in now. And I love like the costumes and that kind of thing. So, if he gets like more of a bigger shot out of NXT to the actual WWE, man, I'll be happy with that, man. So yeah, like he looks like a cool cat. I'll catch a beer with him for sure.
I'm a huge fan of Velveteen Dream, and I think he has the gift of the era that he's wrestling in. It's really giving to him, because if you think about his gimmick, and it's I think about Goldust back in the day, back in the 90s, where Goldust's gimmick, he was a man who, but he was very sensual, and he did a lot of his moves, he was very like overtone, just with the wig and trying to look like a woman and this whole thing. And, there was guy like Razor Ramon, man. Razor Ramon refused to wrestle Goldust because Razor was so machismo, and he didn't want people to think that he was gay.
Yeah.
Dusty Rhodes is on record as saying that he hated the gimmick. He hated watching his son wear a wig and makeup to the ring every night. But then you look at Velveteen Dream, and it's like, it's this 2018 where a guy can have a gimmick like that, and it's not a thing. Like it doesn't take away from his in-ring abilities. In fact, it only adds to the character. And when he had that match against Alestair Black, the entire program, all the promos, all the everything, it was so perfectly done. When he lost the match, I couldn't be disappointed. I was so proud of him.
No.
And everything, everything that he's done has just been fantastic. My only hope for him is I'm that guy I'm a fan of NXT, and when a guy's gonna make a jump to main roster at some point, I always think, oh God, don't ruin him, please don't ruin him, don't waste him.
Mike, any opinions on this one?
Absolutely. I mean, the Velveteen Dream, I'm a big fan of that dude. I mean, the dude's a tremendous competitor. And as I said, if one Leo Rush could learn from his former tag team partner, that would have been swell. But we all saw what happened with Leo Rush. But as far as Velveteen Dream goes, yeah, man, I'm really looking forward to this match with Cassius Ohno. And I'll be honest with you, I was thinking we were going to get Lars Sullivan and Killian Dane on this card, but it looks like we might be saving that for the WrestleMania takeover.
Yeah, there's only 5 matches, but I don't know, maybe they can sneak one in. They don't usually, but they could do.
They could, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, absolutely. And I think this is another launching point for Dream. So obviously, you got to go Velveteen Dream over. Oh, no.
Yeah. I actually thought for a second they might give him that shot back this past week on NXT, because we thought originally he was going to be the one to win the tournament. But obviously, Gargano's still going for that gold.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so final predictions on that match. Anybody saying Cassius Ohno, or are we all saying Velveteen Dream?
It's got to be Velveteen, isn't it?
Got to be.
For sure.
Yeah, I got Dream going. Here's the thing about Cassius Ohno. I'm not a huge fan of Cassius. Chris Hero's okay. But yeah, I agree with you guys. I think he's meant to be an enhancement talent at this point.
Yeah.
And put other people over. He'll get a couple wins here or there just to legitimize them. But obviously this is Velveteen's time, and hopefully he does a good job of making Velveteen look good on the big stage.
Yeah. Well, speaking of looking good, the women's championship match is quite. I don't want to say surprising, but Shayna Bayzler just been pushed straight into the title picture after taking out Kairi Sane, and she's got that cocky attitude that we saw in that interview segment this past week.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Is she dangerous to work with?
I don't like to use the term dangerous.
Unless it's Brock.
I'd say she's still got a lot to learn.
Yeah.
She probably could be accused of being very stiff, but I'd like to think that when you've worked on the indies like Ember Moon has, then Ember Moon can also do stiff.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a danger of it being dangerous. I'd like to look at it as it's gonna be a bit, innovative. You're gonna see a lot of ground. It's something you're not gonna see of Ember Moon. What we haven't seen of Ember yet, to be honest with you, we haven't seen a hell of a lot of, groundwork where Shayna's gonna test her in that area. I'd like to think Shayna's going to be a lot more on the defensive than Ember is, if I'm honest. I don't see this match going anywhere else but either a double count out or a DQ, if I'm honest.
See, I would not be surprised if they put it on Shayna. Because
You really? Do you see it? Do you see it happening? The only way it could happen to me is if they call obviously Ember up to the main roster after Mania.
I could see either a dominant win or the same way Kevin Owens went and just win it by ref stoppage.
Think?
It's a possibility. I mean, we never know. I mean, Ember Moon can go as well. We've seen her go and defy the odds. I mean, she nearly beat Asuka twice. And they've pushed Shayna pretty quickly, so I don't know. Emir?
My thoughts on this is, I want to say Ember has got a really great chance to get the win here, specifically because of what you brought up about the 2 matches with Asuka. And I'm thinking about Asuka, she's so feisty and she's violent, and she gets you in that submission. So Ember's got, she's been in these situations where she's had to fight for her life. Shayna Bayzler is like, I like to watch her wrestle, but the thing about her being dangerous is I do feel like some of the things that she does is a little like is that supposed to be happening? But I like feeling that. I like feeling that way because wrestling fans, it's like, well, this is what it is. And whenever there's a moment that takes place in front of your face, and you're not sure if the person's really hurt or if it was really supposed to go like that, that's always a great moment because
she kind of takes the PG element away, doesn't she?
She does. And now here's the thing. I want to say, dude, Ember just got the title. This will be like her, second defense or something like that. But, it's over at RWT, we have a saying, and it goes like this. Yeah, it's WWE after all. It's not like things make sense in WWE. They do all kinds of crazy stuff all the time. Nobody ever explains the logic behind it. So I'm a huge fan of Ember Moon. Ever since I saw that eclipse for the first time, I was like, oh my God, who is this?
Yeah.
And I hope she wins. I don't think her time in NXT is done just yet. She just barely got the belt, and I hope they let her, have a good run with it.
Yeah, Mike, I know you've had a lot to say about Shayna lately.
Oh my goodness gracious, yeah. Shayna Bayzler. As far as the independent scene goes, these two know each other. Ember Moon is Athena, Shayna Bayzler. Coming through promotions like Shimmer and just all around the indies. So I'm really looking forward to this match. And like you, Daz, I could see Shayna winning via referee stoppage, much like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be a transitional run for Ember, and I think we're going to have a new NXT Women's Champion. So I'm going to go with Shayna Bayzler, either via referee stoppage or a little Karafuda clutch action.
All right, we're split on this one. Mugzy, where do you stand?
I'll go with Ember Moon, man. I like divas that are like very catty, man. Where they're just like they don't play by the rules and all that kind of thing. Like I said, it's very PG related. So when she takes it back to that old school kind of vibe, where it's just like you don't know what she's gonna do, it's kind of just like I'll give her the title because like it's like the leader kind of days where it's just she's so catty and feisty that it's like no one could. I don't know if I could swear on this, man, but like no one could kind of like F with her kind of thing. So I'll go with Ember Moon, man.
All right, that one is pretty split.
Mm.
Now we've mentioned in recent weeks about the possibility of Authors of Pain moving up to the main roster, but they've got the tag team championship match against Fish and O'Reilly at Takeover tonight. Mike,
I will say that we're going to still see more out of the Undisputed Era. This is another match I'm really looking forward to, and I think the Undisputed Era Sanity feud is not done by a long shot, so I'm going to go with them boys and Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish to retain the tag team championship.
Muggsy, you a fan of the ROH guys?
Honestly, man, I don't even know. Sorry, man. You kind of got me on that one, so I have no comment on that for sure. My bad.
Who do you see walking out then? Champions or challengers?
Sorry?
Who do you see walking out? Champions or challengers?
Oh, man. If it's NXT, no, challenges, man. Come on.
Ooh, title change.
Mm.
Emir, do you agree with that?
No, I don't. But I think Authors of Pain should walk out with the belts. The Undisputed Era, I feel like as a whole, I think their name is terrible. I think their pairing has been very underwhelming considering who's in the group. It should be bigger than what it is. And Authors of Pain, they were so dominant for so long. If they continue to take losses after being undefeated for so long, I think it really diminishes them as a group. But I will say this. I still have dreams of grandeur that they will be called up to the main roster and that they will become a heel team with Roman Reigns and they'll all wear their vests together and just run roughshod all over WWE.
Yeah, kind of got the same attire thing, like the vests and all that. Yeah, put him with them, man. Like they'll be pretty dominant for sure.
Shield 2.0. Butcher, the Authors of Pain spoke this week. They actually spoke.
I marked out. I did. I had marked out. Hey, do you know what? Emir just said exactly the same thing as I was gonna say. In all honesty, when the three guys turned up, to be honest with you, if you think about it, it was weird how they all turned up. They all turned up separate. You know, your Adam Cole, your Bobby Fish, your Kyle O'Reilly. And I think, like I say, the name is absolutely,
Yeah.
It doesn't sell. You know, if you have like a piece of clothing in a shop, and you've got that piece of clothing which is really, really cheap and it's on the bottom shelf. And then you've got that one high up in the air. And there's a reason it's high up in the air. It's because it's fucking expensive as fuck. You know, and you're not meant to touch it until you go and get someone, you know, to get it for you. Because it's got security tags and everything. Now, we're talking about Adam Cole.
Baby.
Right? Adam Cole was supposed to be a hot commodity, obviously, in ROH and in New Japan. He was excommunicated from the Bullet Club, and straight away, I always remember it because internet blew up. He's going to show up at NXT. Oh my God. And he didn't. But they've kind of, do you not think they've kind of just gone, right, well, they're all from ROH. They've all got a relationship. Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole had, which was supposed to be freaking one of the best matches at Wrestle Kingdom 11, and it was shit. Because Kyle O'Reilly had basically ripped up his contract and said he wasn't going to do anything, and he didn't for like nearly 12 months. You know? Bobby Fish, ex-TV champion ROH. But they kind of just put them together, and there's no. They look like two guys carrying Adam Cole's bags, because to every response there's Adam Cole, baby. Adam Cole should be on his own. Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly should be a tag team. Adam Cole can carry himself. But Bobby Fish and Kyle, I was listening to the promo the earlier on, actually, and I was watching and I was thinking, God, these guys really look like they've got a TV in front of them telling them what to say. You know? They don't sell it for me, but at the same time, I think they could do something.
Yeah.
I'd like to see someone. I've heard rumors, obviously, Silas Young is basically not contracted to ROH. I would love Silas Young to join the Undisputed. I would love him to show up at this takeover, to be honest. And obviously cost the authors. But like Emir said, the authors can't continue to keep losing. They can lose by DQ and it won't affect them as much because they still keep that monster gimmick. But if they continue to take pinfall losses, they're no longer the monsters that they were, are they?
No.
So I'm gonna go for DQ. You know what I mean? I really do think there'll be two matches on this card that are going to be, you know, either interference, no countouts. You know what I mean? I do see a DQ because there's no way you're going to knock them two guys off like that.
And for some reason, I don't know why, I've just gone for Undisputed Era because I just don't see a title change so quickly. But we mentioned Adam Cole, so let's stick with it. He's against Aleister Black in an Extreme Rules match. Aleister Black, over as fuck. Are you a fan of Aleister, Mugzy?
Honestly, man, I think Adam Cole, like, we're talking about, like, beforehand, like, I was going to butt in there. We're talking about his two other guys. I just got a feeling the guy's too cocky, man, and it's going to turn out like one of those things where these two boys are just going to fuck him over in the end. And with Aleister Black, man, yeah, it's just painting the picture for me. Like, I reckon they're just going to come in, and Adam Cole's going to be down. Like, Adam Cole, it's going to be one of those moments where like he's going to be, you know, like almost beaten, and his two boys are going to come in, and then like do the whole cheap shot kind of stuff. So I'm going to go Aleister Black, but it always turns out that way, man. So, you know, I just think hopefully it doesn't, but Aleister Black, man.
I can see Adam Cole turning in the future as well.
He's a CM Punk, isn't he?
Yeah, he has
He's a
got a
CM
lot
Punk
of punk
character.
tendencies.
Yeah.
I
Name
see
drop.
he's trying to do the whole Shawn Michaels kind of look with the hair and the
Yeah.
beard and stuff. And like, I know it's just come on, man. Like, you can't beat Shawn Michaels, so like, think of your own gimmick, man. Give it a rest.
Well, he's from ROH, to do like their super kicks.
Mm.
Okay, that's 2 for Black. Is it going to be 3 for Black with Emir?
Oh man, I want to say Aleister Black is going to get the win, but I got to go with Adam Cole, and here's the reasoning. Again, with the whole Undisputed Era, with their whole gimmick being so underwhelming, Adam Cole he needs a win here, man, and I think he already took a kick to the face from Aleister Black, and lost the match to him. At some point, they've got to get the train moving down the tracks with this whole Adam Cole thing, and it's not going to happen if he continues to take losses. Aleister Black didn't win out over Gargano in that four-way, but as you guys stated, he's so over. I don't think a loss hurts him as much as it hurts Adam Cole, so I'm going to give it to Cole.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough. Butcher?
Me? This guy knows me. He knows me. I think I said exactly what he's just said weeks ago, and with Dave Unger, and we had this discussion, and I said, basically regarding Aleister Black, nothing can hurt this guy, nothing. From his look to his style to his entrance music. He's hot commodity. He's just hot. Do you know what I mean? You know when you watch some guys and they lose, and you automatically switch off, don't you? He's ditched. He's buried.
Yeah.
Aleister Black can have a 15-minute match, a 20-minute match, 25, 30. Every bit of that, you'll be zoned in. You will be, you know what I mean? He will have you under a spell. Adam Cole, baby, he's lost. He's lost. In my opinion, he's lost. Exactly what Emir just said then. Since he's come in, all we've seen of him really is run-ins, beat people up, retreat. Beat people up, retreat. There's no denying that Adam Cole has the tools to be able to go. But this is one of the things I always hit on with NXT, is they've got that many high profile guys from the indies now. But yet there's only one high profile title within NXT. If this match was basically for a mid-card title within NXT, we wouldn't be having this discussion on, it would be on a different level. Adam Cole can't afford to lose this, because you lose a bit of respect from, your peers. But I'm on the same thing that Black doesn't need it. If I was anyone, mind you, saying that we're on about bringing him up to the main card here, fucking hell, what the fuck am I thinking? Black to me could come up to the main card and slot in, and he could interfere in anyone's match. Do you know what I mean? The lights go out, the entrance music, the coffin rises from the floor. Fear of God, someone's just shit himself. That's how good he is. Adam Black doesn't bother me whether he wins, loses. The man's gold. He's Velveteen Dream. They'll be two favorite people going today. It's Adam Cole though. Adam Cole's gonna walk away with a victory.
All right, that's 2 and 2. Mike, you split the deadlock.
Okay. Well, I too am looking forward to this match, and like Butcher, Aleister Black and Velveteen Dream are two of my favorites as well in NXT. In this one, like I said, like Butcher actually rightfully said, and everybody said, it doesn't hurt if Aleister Black takes the loss here, but you know what? I'm gonna go with him in this environment, man. Extreme Rules. It's gonna be a stellar matchup, so I'm going to go with the one and only Aleister Black over Adam Cole, baby.
Okay, which brings us to the main event. Now, we've got a few predictions for this one. We've said either Gargano wins and then gets attacked by Tommaso, or Tommaso costs him the title. I'm inclined to go with option 1. That we get a new champion and then Ciampa returns. Mike?
Yes.
How about you? There we go.
100%. 100%. Exactly what you said. I said it the other week, didn't I? I just don't. I don't see. I don't believe that Almas was the choice. I believe the belt was put on Almas because McIntyre made the call to do it. He knew. You know, he knew. There was no point in, walking out on NXT and dropping the title and just relinquishing it. He in the business, they probably get told to make the call themselves if it's a need be. I believe Almas was a stopgap, but I also believe that Almas is every bit as good, or he's become every bit as good since Vega's been on his arm to go up to the main card now.
Oh, absolutely.
So for me, it's hands down Gargano, and yeah, Ciampa's gonna, it's gonna set the feud up for probably what was match of the CWC. We're gonna see it at Mania Takeover.
Yeah, Mike, you on the same side of that?
Oh, dude, yeah. I'm going to say Gargano gets the upset, wins the championship. Him and Tommaso Ciampa either attacks Gargano or there will be like some sort of stare down or some sort of involvement with Ciampa, and that will lead to the WrestleMania match during that TakeOver weekend. So, yeah, Gargano.
All right, now let's get some fresh opinions on this because we spoke about this match quite a lot over the last few weeks. So, Emir, what's your take on it?
I got Andrade winning, and here's the thing. With a new champion, it always seems like the chase is so much more exciting than whatever comes thereafter. And since Andrade has got the belt, I don't really feel like it almost feels like maybe it's been a little bit devalued. And I love Andrade. I just don't feel like he's doing a lot since he became champion. But here's the reason why I think he still wins. If Tommaso Ciampa comes out and costs Gargano the belt and his opportunity, you don't need Johnny Wrestling to have the belt. There would be so much sympathy for him at that point and so much heat on Tommaso that match can carry itself all on its own. So let's not tie the belt up as well, because if the belt is still on Andrade, then you can have another match with him going at somebody else, and it just makes the card that much better. So I think Gargano will have his time at some point, but his feud with his ex-tag team partner doesn't require the belt to be good.
No, that's true. Mugzy?
Man, another no comment from me, man. I'm kind of stuck on this one, so my bad, man.
All right, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Quick reminder that one of tonight's theme songs is Feel by Scarlet Riot. That's taken from their EP Sentience, but their new album Regenerate is out now. They're both available on iTunes and Spotify. Well, thank you for joining us for the pre-show. Make sure you head over now for the main show, Podcast Promo Rumble 3. The link is in the description. We will see you on the other side.